Hello everybody, hope all of you are well, and today I will discuss one topic from your organic chemistry that is called isomerism. Okay, all of you know about isomer, that is same molecular formula but different structures. So what will be the definition of isomerism? When the same molecular formula represents minimum two or more compounds which differ in their physical and chemical properties, then such compounds are called isomers and the phenomenon is called isomerism. Now what is the cause of this isomerism? First one is the difference in the mode of the linking of atoms. Okay, atom linking may be different, their position may be different. Another cause we can tell that difference in the arrangement of atoms or groups in space. Their linking is same, but in space their arrangement is different. Okay, then we can tell it can form isomer. Now this isomerism can be divided into two parts. Okay, one is called structural isomerism, another is called stereoisomerism. Okay, if the linking are different, okay, then we can tell it the structural isomer. Molecular formula same but structure is different. Suppose we can take the example of this is CH3CH2OH. Here what is the molecular formula? C2H6O. This is the molecular formula. Okay. Now if we draw this one, that is CH3OCH3. So here the linkages are different. Okay, here with oxygen one hydrogen and one CH2 group is there. Here one oxygen, two methyl groups are there. So here also the molecular formula is same, C2H6O. And this one we know that this one last day we have discussed the functional group. This one is the alcohol, okay, methyl alcohol, and this one is the ether, dimethyl ether. So definitely they are different. This type of isomers are called structural isomer. Now stereoisomer, like cis-trans isomer, geometrical isomer. Suppose if this one is double bond, both sides there will be two methyl group, the opposite side. When these two are in opposite side, this one is called trans isomer. And if these two methyl group in the same side, then it is called cis isomer. Okay, so these are called geometrical isomers or stereoisomers. Okay, that is the arrangement of atom in space. Hope you can understand. Next we will discuss the definition of structural isomer and their classifications, and stereoisomer, geometrical, that cis-trans is not in our syllabus. Okay, but we have to know our minimum one example required. That example we have to remember. Now structural isomers that have the same molecular formula but different in the arrangement of atoms with the molecule are called structural isomers, and the phenomenon is called structural isomerism. And in case of stereoisomerism, we can tell that isomers that have the same molecular formula and their constitution is same, but they are differ in the arrangement of atoms or groups, okay, in space, in three-dimensional space, and are called stereoisomers. And the phenomenon is called stereoisomer. Like this one is called trans to butene, this one is called cis to butene. So these cis-trans, okay, they are called also geometrical isomer. They are stereoisomers also. Next we will discuss the type of structural isomer. That is very important. Type of structural isomers. First we will discuss the chain isomers. Chain isomers. Then one position isomers. Next we can tell functional group or functional isomers. Functional group isomers. Functional isomers. Next we can tell that metamerism. Next we can tell the tautomerism. And finally we can tell that ring chain isomers. So in each case I'll give one example. In each case I'll give one example. First one is chain isomer. So chain isomer, if I draw this one, so the molecular formula is same here, C4H10. Okay, one is the long chain which is unbranched, and this one is branch chain. Okay, so that is why they are chain isomer, because their structure is different. Okay, this one is C4H10, and name of the compound you know, this is called butane. This one is called N-butane, and this one is called isobutane. Position isomer, if the position of the functional group is different, definitely it will show position isomer. Suppose we can give one example. This one is called butanol, that is 1-butanol, position is 1, and this one is called 2-butanol. So they are called positional isomer, okay, or positional isomer or position isomer. Okay, so here position of the functional group in the alkyl chain is different. Next one we will discuss the functional isomer. Functional isomer just I have discussed, that is we can take that C2H5OH, okay, and CH3OCH3. Here in both cases the molecular formula is same. Okay, and metamerism we can think about the ether. On the oxygen both sides the alkyl group will be different. One is CH2 CH3, another we can think about CH2 CH3. This one is called diethyl ether, or another ether we can think that CH2 CH2 CH3. So they are called metamerism. Okay, their structural formula is same, but both sides the alkyl groups are different. Okay, and tautomerism we can write that keto-enol tautomerism. This one is the keto, this is called acetone. Okay, if there is tautomerism, then it will form enol form. This one is called enol form. This one is called keto form, and this one is enol. So they are also one kind of isomers, so they are called tautomerism. And regarding the ring chain isomers, we can think about that this one is a ring, this is called cyclobutane, and another we can think about, this is called butanene or 1-butane. Here if we calculate the number of carbon atom and hydrogen atom, okay, number of carbon atom is 4 and number of hydrogen atom is 8. So these are the types of structural isomer, but in our syllabus only these two are there. So we will discuss in details only the chain isomers and the positional isomers. Okay, others you can read for your knowledge, but in our ICSE syllabus it is not in the syllabus. That is the functional, metamerism, tautomerism and ring chain, that we will learn in higher classes in class 11. Okay, so next we will discuss chain isomers. In case of chain isomer, first example we can take methane. Methane, how many isomers is there? 0. Okay, because here only one carbon atom is there, so different structure is not possible, so it is 0. If we think about the ethane C2H6, there is also there is no possibility of the structure also. Okay, so only one type of structure is possible. Next is propane. In case of propane, there also a number of chain isomer will be 0 because here also only one structure is possible. So from butane, the number of isomer will be 2. If we draw the structure, then you can understand that is CH3, CH3, CH3. This one will be one structure, and another is the normal chain CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. I will discuss the IPC name, although I am writing their name. This one is called N-butane, and this one is called isobutane. So in case of chain isomers, okay, only 2 structure is possible. So number of chain isomer will be 2. In case of butane, and in your syllabus up to the carbon atom 5 is there, so I will discuss up to 5. Next there is C5H12. This one is called pentane. In case of pentane, if we draw the structures of chain isomer, then you can understand. First one, we can draw the structure of normal pentane, long chain. There is no branch. This one is N-pentane. Next, one branch at the 2 position, you can write. This one we can tell that 2 butane, 2 methyl butane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 methyl butane. Or we can tell it as isopentane also. Okay. And another structure is possible in case of this pentane, that will be this structure. And this structure common name is neopentane. Neopentane. And if we write the IPAC nomenclature, that will be 2,2 dimethyl propane. So regarding this chain isomers, okay, again I am repeating that methane has no isomer, chain isomer, ethane also no, propane also no, 0. Okay, only from butane there will be chain isomer. In case of butane there will be 2 chain isomer, and in case of pentane there will be these 3 isomers. So drawing these structures are very important, as well as they can ask you the common name as well as the IPAC name. You have to practice the both. Next we will go for positional isomers. Here, in case of methyl alcohol, if we think about the alcohol only, okay, you will understand there will be no positional isomer, only one position, that is the equivalent. If we replace all hydrogens one by this OH group, we will get the same structure, okay. That means only one OH we are considering. In case of ethanol, C2H5OH, 2 positions are available, 2 carbons are available, but all will be equivalent, okay. If we write in this way that CH3, CH2OH, and another way if we write that OH this side, CH2, CH3, these 2 structures are equivalent. So there will be no isomer, only one structure. So in case of ethanol there will be no position isomer, okay. But if you think about the propanol, CH3, CH2, CH2OH, definitely here equivalent position will be 2. Here in the middle one position is there, and these 2 ends are same. So we can write 2 structure, this one and this one. This compound is called N-propanol. And this one is called that isopropanol, common name. Or you can write that propan-2-ol. There is the IPC nomenclature. Okay, that we'll discuss later. After this, we'll discuss. So in this way, okay, you have to draw the structure and you have to check what is the number of isomer. There is no hard and fast rule how to calculate the isomer. Suppose if we write the structure of butanol, how many isomer is possible in case of butanol? This CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. This one is 1 butanol or N butanol. Okay. Now here you can draw the structure. Here also CHOH, CH3. This one is called 2 butanol. So these two structure is only possible, and this, that means this one and this one, these two positions are equivalent and these two positions are equivalent. Okay, so we can place this OH either the end or at the carbon number 2. Okay, so in case of butanol we will get only 2 isomer, and in case of pentanol definitely we will get 3 isomer. So I am writing now bond line structures, that also you have to practice. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 carbon atom is there. So this is called pentanol. Okay, 1 pentanol. Now if we change the position of OH at the 2, this one is called 2 pentanol. Okay. Now another position is available that will give you a different structure. It's 3 pentanol. So in this way, from this alcohol, that is from pentanol, we get the 3 structure. So definitely there will be 3 positional isomer in case of pentanol. If we change the functional group, here if we give the one halogen, I can give you here chlorine. Okay. In place of chlorine, how many isomer will be there? That also you have to understand. So how many isomer is there? So definitely first there will be 1 chloropropane, next there will be 2 chloropropane, then there will be 3 chloropropane. 3 positional isomer is possible. Okay. So in this way, okay, I have completed your isomer portion, or only these 2 isomer, one is chain isomer and another is positional isomers, okay, are in your syllabus. So hope you can understand. So today up to this, thank you.